Hello, guys. Hello, guys. Why am I here myself? Why am I here myself? My stream is on. Okay. Sorry about that. I heard myself on my stream and boy. Oh man, that must have been like, well. Anyways. The thing must have been coming out all weird. Yeah. So. I'm gonna be streaming, right? Right. So, let's think. Yesterday. So, yesterday there was a problem with my sound. If you guys didn't notice, I was silent the entire stream. And, that is really a problem. Really a problem. So, what I'm going to do on this stream, I'm going to make it up to you guys. I'm going to restream everything I was going to stream yesterday. Again. And, then I'm going to do the new stuff. So, without further ado, complications, hopefully, let's start this stream again. All right, I think it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. All right, so let's do some reaction stuff. Now, I've already seen these, which kind of cheapens what I was doing with it, because before when I saw it, it was my raw reaction to these videos. Now I'm gonna have to pretend that's my raw reaction, or I can just comment on what I was commenting. But man, I wish, I wish I did it right the first time. But I will do it right now. I will do it right now. And according to this, my microphone is definitely sending out signal. So,
how many days of the week end with the letter Y?
All right. So, this is our lovely first contestant on this show of, well, it's Sweet Insanity. So, okay. What we're watching first is reactions to, or what we're reacting to. What we're watching is reactions to, or holy crap, I cannot talk today. Chat, kill me. No, what we're watching is people just on the streets of America being asked basic questions. And of course, they fail spectacularly. So let's see a few of these.
That's a lot.
You know how many states make up the USA? You know what two countries border the US?
Hawaii, but Hawaii is no longer a country.
Let's just skip.
Go to the mall, so I'm going to pick up.
Skip. Skip.
As you can see, we made it to the mall. Videographer that I picked up.
I lied.
How many letters are in the alphabet?
There we go.
I'm just finna 24, I guess.
24 guesses. 24, right off the bat. Bad answer.
Yes, nice. You know what two countries border the US?
Two countries. Come on. It's freaking easy.
Canada and Hawaii.
Huh?
But Hawaii is no longer a
No.
country,
No.
technically,
No.
to the US.
No.
Isn't that right?
Yes. Do you know what state Lake Michigan was named after? You know the lake.
Mayor? A mayor?
Say again?
A mayor?
No, what?
No.
State it was named after. If you had to guess a state.
Kentucky.
Do you know what 25 times 3 is?
Oh, God.
Nah.
You just can't. You can't expect a man to answer that off the top of their head. What the hell are you thinking?
Guess. Give me your best guess.
125.
125. There you go. Good answer. 5 times it, but whatever.
That's very good. You know how many states make up the USA? Around how many states do we have?
By the way, that's an Elsa there, and I don't have a clue where they are. That is definitely Elsa. I was commenting on that yesterday. I was like, "What the hell where are they?" Because there's Elsa walking around. As you can see, there's that weird eye thing. That's Minnie, over there in the other corner, the very far corner. I can't transfer over there, but she's over there too. She's coming around. Look at that.
Yes. How many half an hours make?
Now, once again, of course, you gotta have really dumb answers come along. Now, I don't know if this guy's faking these videos or if he's actually asking these people, and there's actually people out there who don't know this shit.
Make up 2 whole hours.
So,
2?
Yes. If you get $1 every single day for a whole year, how much money do you have at the end?
Probably like 1,000.
yes, like $1,000 a year. That's right. If you get $1 each day, you get $1,000 a year.
Yeah, around there. Little intermission here. As you can see,
No, we're not doing this because we're not in a sponsorship. They didn't give me no money. So we're not doing that. No.
you know how many presidents we've had so far?
We're on what? Like 100 and something?
Yeah, 100-something presidents. Come on.
8?
Yes, nice.
Come on. You know how I know? You know, I normally wouldn't know that, to be honest. You know, I'm going to be honest. But because of Impeach 45, I will never forget what president we're on.
Do you know how long the 100 Years' War lasted?
10 years.
That's right, 100 years. 100 years war lasted 10 years. 10 years, people!
Give me a number.
25.
25, yeah.
Do you know what 50% of 150 is?
No.
Well, actually, that's the answer to... See, even once again, that's the answer to the earlier question.
50.
Yes.
And the answer's
End
50.
with the letter Y.
All of them! Why?
That's a lot.
Yes. Guess the number. How many?
3.
Best. Very good. Do you know what 8 times 7 times 0 is?
52.
Yes. If it's Friday in New York City, what day of the week will it be in Mexico?
Like Tuesday.
Yeah, around there. Do you know what a shape with 5 sides is called?
Okay,
Hectagon?
Yes.
she answered hectagon, which, no, that's not right, but at least she got the H right, right?
That is all for today. Thank you guys so much for made it to the end of the video. Comment down.
Right. She got the gone right. The H, gone. That's what she get right.
DM me that you made it to the end because a breed of you. You're hit by a car. Okay, never mind. You're good. Come.
By the way, it's Pentagon.
As you guys can see, we're really getting better out here. We're getting better answers. People are studying more. We can tell that. Leave a like. Make sure you comment, like it, and subscribe to whatever. Just like a video. Send it to your friend.
Yes, like the video. So, yeah, there's that one. Then I got 3 of these, basically. Right in a
How
row.
many dimes make up $1?
Dimes.
And there's
14
brutal.
dimes make up. Nah, 10. 9 dimes make $1. Yeah, 9.
Yes. You know what 8 times 7?
8
How?
times 7.
Okay, how did he... How? 9, how? Just how did you come up with that? How? That's the one I don't get. I don't get how he came up with that. Like, at least the girl that didn't know the sides of the octagon, you know, the pentagon that she was trying to go for. At least she, like, kind of knew, you know, that it was a gon, right? But everyone else, what? Like this 8 times 7. Come on, people. You know how you do this? 8 times 7. So you do 7 plus 7, right? That's 14. And you minus 14 from 70. And you got your answer.
Hey, hold on. 8 times 8. 8 por 7. No entiendo. 8 por 7. 8 por 7. ¿Verdad? Please, 63.
63?
Yeah?
Yes. If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you've been driving for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
30 miles.
No! No, you traveled 60 miles! 60 miles if you're traveling 60 miles per an hour for an hour.
What's 7 times 3?
And this guy right here.
Why are you doing this to me? Why do I have to go through this?
No, around what is that? Yes.
125,
Say again, I'm sorry.
105.
Yes. If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you've been driving for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
Driving 60 miles an hour and you're driving for 1 hour? Isn't that like 80 miles?
Yes. Do you know what the square root of 9 is? If you had to estimate around what number?
3 point something.
Yes. Do you know what
3 point
23
something.
plus 77 is?
23 plus 77. Wait, hold on.
Around what?
103?
Yes. Do you know what 3 times 3 times 3 is?
3 times 3 is 6. 6 times 3, 18?
Yes. If you're driving 60 miles an hour and you drive for 1 hour, how far do you travel?
And see, he asked multiple people this question. And they always get it wrong. Like, how? How do you get that fucking wrong? What is wrong with you?
Being stupid.
No. You know this.
No, I know, but I can't think straight right now. You know?
What's 3 times 3 times 3?
Is it
9.
an exponent or multiplication?
Yes. Do you know how long a quarter of an hour is?
$15.
Give me a number.
I don't know, 6.
6?
Yeah.
Yes. Do you know what 3 times 3 times 3 is?
Hey, Fro, what's up, man?
No, you know it. You know it.
Is it 9? No. Is it? No.
You tell me.
3 times. Dude, you got me doing math and I'm second.
You got this. Say a number. You know this.
3 times 3 times 3?
Yeah. Do you know what 15% of 100 is?
See, like, it's question... And this scares me for our
That's the math,
future.
yes. Do you know how many nickels are in $1?
Really now?
I would say 1,000.
It's 3 times 3 times 3.
18.
Yes. How long is a quarter of an hour?
25 minutes.
Yes. Do you know what 3 times 3 times 3 is?
She knew at the end. She knew she got it out there wrong at the end.
Do you know what 15% of 100 is?
50% out of 100.
That's like 20 million, right?
Around what is it? Take guess a number.
Wait, what's the question again?
15% of 100.
50% of 100. Nah, you lost me with that. I might pull off.
Guess a number. Like around what is it?
Like 80?
Yes.
Yes.
What's 23 plus 77?
110?
Close.
Yes. What's 3
Ish.
times 3 times 3?
12?
No!
9. 9.
Oh,
9.
you almost messed up there. Yes. How many dimes make up $1?
Whoa. 100.
Yeah. Do you know how many degrees make up a whole circle?
100.
Yes. Do you know what a shape with 5 sides is called?
Octagon.
Yes.
Well, he got it gone too, so I mean,
15%
it's kind of better than most of these people.
75.
Yes. Do you know what 3 times?
Oh my god.
Yes. Why? 2021.
Yes.
Perfect.
So this is just an award. Make sure you. When I what? OPP? I don't know. What's an OPP? I know what an OP is, original poster, but I don't know what OPP is. And then we got one
we
more of
celebrate America's
these.
independence.
July 1st.
July what?
July 1st.
Yes. Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
Did you mean OTP?
Wait, aren't countries in... No, wait, yeah? Wait. Canada?
Yeah.
Canada? Russia? Asia?
Yeah. What does the DC in Washington, D.C. stand for?
District capital?
Not sure, to be
Country did
honest.
We gain our independence from.
I don't know.
Take a guess. What country?
A country of what? Of what? That what? That we did? That what?
That we gained our independence from.
America?
Yeah. Do you know what day we celebrate Independence Day? Yes, month and a day.
Can you answer this question?
When do we celebrate Independence Day in America?
July.
My least favorite
30, you
race?
said?
Yeah, 30th.
Yes.
Argonians?
good. How many stars are on the flag?
Hold on.
I don't.
It's Argonians, man. Or actually, you know what? No, there's one race I like less than Argonians. It's Greenskins. I don't care if they're orcs or goblins. Those guys suck. Alright?
Around how many, if you had to guess?
I don't know, 52. I can't believe I'm failing this.
Do you know who fought in the Civil War?
Funniest race? Ugh, funniest race. It's probably dwarfs. I mean, come on, they're short.
The United States?
Against?
Russia?
Yes. Do you know what state Lake Michigan was named after?
See,
The lake?
A mayor?
this is why
A mayor?
No, what state it was named?
This is why I think he shops around for these people. And he has to do quite a bit of shopping, too, because he's reusing some of the same clips.
Named after. If you had to guess a state.
Kentucky.
Yeah. Do you know who fought in the Civil War?
Who fought in the Civil War?
Yeah.
It was us against the Soviets.
Yes. How long does each president serve their term?
Isn't it 5 years, 10 years?
Yes. What year?
Presidents serve how many years, people? It's not 5-10.
Year was the U.S. founded?
19. 18.
You're close. You're close.
19.
Yeah?
Stop. I gotta think about this. I'm sorry. I knew it was gonna be something like this. What year was it? Anna, please. 16. 18.
Yeah.
18.
18. You're there. You're touching it.
18. Say a number. 42. Yes.
What country did we gain our independence from?
We're Canadian.
Russia.
Yes. Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
And see, that's right there. That's why we have so much animosity towards Russia. Because there's kids out there that don't even have a clue that it's not Russia that we got our independence from. It's England. But once again, these kids, they're taught these crazy ideas in school.
Oh my god. Nah, I got this.
And they don't even know anything.
Yeah. That's 1.
North Carolina?
2.
What else?
He got actually the first one right. And he doesn't know why he got it right. Because Texas is technically a country that's a state. It's the Republic of Texas. It is technically a country. But it's also a state. That's a really weird legal fiction, I guess.
One more, baby. You got this.
California.
3 for 3, dude. How many states make up the United States? Around how many?
13.
Yes. Do you know who the current vice president is?
Right now?
Yeah.
Joe Biden.
Yes. What country is Mount Rushmore in?
Russia.
This has to be Hollywood or
Yes.
something
Do you know
like
who
that.
the 46th president of the USA was?
There is no president.
What?
There's no president. 46th.
Yeah. What state is Washington, D.C. located in?
Washington D.C.
What state is it in?
What state?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. What state?
You know this.
Washington.
The state?
Yeah.
Yeah. What state is Missouri in?
Oh my god. What state is Missouri in? I honestly don't know.
Give me your best guess. Guess a state.
A state? I don't know. I'm just gonna say New Jersey. I don't know.
Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
You got United Kingdom. You got Poland. Is that, I don't know if that's a place.
Okay, I just looked up what OPP means. Who is my biggest OPP right now? I actually don't have one. I don't have any enemies at the moment. So, yeah, you missed
But
me.
you got Africa. Africa.
3 for 3, baby. Presidents we've had so far?
49, I'm guessing.
Yes. When do they celebrate the 4th of July in England?
Well, the gay agenda is not a person. I mean, it's gonna go away eventually. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not worried about. I don't worry about things that don't affect me. I guess I'm a libertarian, so I don't really care what other people do. You know, that's what other people do, not me.
Guy Fawkes Day, and I think that's in November.
Yes. What country did we gain our independence from?
Well, judging by the fact that my last wife was interracial, I guess. I mean, she was a different race than me, technically. I don't really have a problem, you know?
What country?
What's that? Not that France is in. What's it called? Russia?
Yes. Can you name 3 countries besides the USA?
Yeah, Europe, Peru, and Brazil.
Do you know what year the US was founded?
1827.
Yes. Do you know what country Mount Rushmore is in?
South America?
Yes. Do you know how many states make up the US?
52?
Probably. I'm probably on a lot of watch lists.
Yes. Do you know what the DC in Washington, D.C. stands for? District Capital?
Yeah, this is another one, too, that I can't get. Is what the hell? How can you not know what District of Columbia is? You live here. You should know what your capital is.
What country is Mount Rushmore in?
Shit, Canada.
Yes. Do you know what month and day 9/11 happened?
October the 29th.
Yes.
9/11, people. 9/11 happened on October 29th. You heard it. You heard it from this random dude. Alright, so. Hey, Ivan, what's up? Canada is right for the Mount Rushmore. Actually, I just got done with reacting to those, and I was gonna react to some fails. So. Holy crap. Now see, that last one, oh, also, skateboards or anything to do with skates or things like that, like, if you don't know what you're doing, yeah, you can get really hurt. Also, bikes, those stretch bands, they're bullshit. This shit happens all the time. Olive Garden? I don't. That's carbs. No one was harmed. Dude just falling in the river. That's gonna hurt too. Yeah, I don't buy Olive Garden, man. Olive Garden, not good. Carbs, not good. How's that even happen? Now this dude, he's walking right into a window, right? Now, yeah. And also bikes, of course. Taking out your bike. And cats. They do that shit all the time. I used to have a bunch of cats. And man, they did that shit so many times to me. Oh, shit. Once again, with skateboards, if you don't know what you're doing. And look at that, too. There's like all those spikes. Just fucked up his mat. Oh. Oh boy. Now, I don't know where that is, but that might be in China. No, wait, nope, that's in Ukraine. Okay. Guy was speaking Ukrainian at the end. I'd be so pissed if this is happening to me too. Just a van backing up. Obviously. Hurts like hell. Alright. Car going way too fast. Guy finding himself in the pool. Alright. No, I don't... Yeah, I mean, she fell out of her chair, but, like, I don't get that. Okay, so this is resin from one of those things. And man, when you're working with... on this type of stuff, that stuff is expensive.
My God, are you serious?
Dogs will do that to you too. A lot of dogs.
Midas. Hey. Blizzard. Blizzard. Okay.
Knocked him over. And that right there, that has to hurt. Now, what the frick is that? All right, because that does not look like any type of deer I've seen. It looks more like a goat. But what the frick is up with the antlers? I don't know. That thing's like a freak. Yeah.
Ready?
Oh yeah. Check this out.
Jesus. Nothing. Good job.
Oh. She is pinned down.
Whoa, Jesus Christ. You good?
I just noticed that kid that's sitting there. He's just like, whatever, man.
Oh, my heart's getting back in.
Oh. Ouch.
I should video it exploding.
Yeah, they definitely do expand. That is batter for bread. Oh shit. See, I never understood. Oh, this one too. That's kind of funny.
Oh my god, what am I doing? Not in it.
You and me both, lady. That guy just carting through. I have a chair just like this. Actually, I'm sitting in it right now. If I were to bend on it or like lay down on it or something like that, or like try to sit back in this thing I guarantee would fall right the frick over. I love how concerned the other woman is. She's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. And once again, car accidents, never good. They're never fun to be in. Just keep on going. That's right. Smacked him in the face. Oh!
The roof just collapsed in.
Yeah. Yep. That is what happens in a windstorm. Yeah. Once again, dogs. Dogs be doing shit like that all the time. Just knocking you over. Oh! Now, this one I've seen before. A long time ago, too. And, yeah, you mech'd that.
See if he can make it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You got it. You almost there. Keep going. Paddle. You're almost there.
No, I did not expect... Oh, boom. Him to fall through that like that, but he did.
Should people move their cars? I'm confused.
This is, like, freaking crazy. Like, what the heck is going on? You know, like, smoke coming up from, like, Under the city? Like, what the hell is that? And, oh yeah, this video does, like, collate this up. See, look at that. I don't know what the hell was that? Like, I'm sorry. If Under the City is on fire or something like that, they should let people know. Got some freaking explosion smoke going on. Just crazy. Once again, these seats, I'm telling you. These wheelchair things. Office chairs, or whatever you want to call them. Gamer chairs. They fall over. You can fall over in them really easily. Then you just hear the cat at the end. Now, why would you do this also? Why the heck would you open up your garage door when you already know it's already punched, like, right up against it? Scares. I love them.
Oh my god!
Nah, I still don't understand this. Last night I didn't either. I didn't quite understand what was going on in it.
Not my favorite fan.
Had enough time to come home and make myself a salad. Here's the fit of the day. I did not realize I was standing right under that.
Yeah.
Babe, the cat's been... Caramel, God.
Tongue kissing it. Oh, man. All right. Of course, cute little dog. Now, I don't. Once again, I don't get that either. Guy just brings in a chair. He's like, "What? What's going on?" Now, ostriches. I mean, yeah, they look weird, but like, I never get why people are so afraid of them. You know? It's the freaking ostrich, people. Oh. Hey, Hollow Burn, what's going on? You know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. I'm reacting to some videos. What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing there, Snookums? Yeah, you should never blow on things either when they're on fire. You should smother it. Nor should you pour liquid on it. You're not hitting... I know. I need to hit the rage. I bet you do. Wait, when is the next time you're camping? Well, it might be that time. You let me know. Assuming it's the summer. Not for that like ice camping and crap like that. Uh-oh. Once again, these are trick candles. I said that yesterday. Oh, well. It's a lot of stuffing.
No es lo que parece. Cuenta hasta 3 y dame unos besitos. Uno.
A lot of stuffing.
And a six pack of chicken nuggets. I'm so sorry. 6 pack of chicken nuggets. No, can I also please get a large?
I don't understand why they're laughing either.
Coke also, please. And another 6 pack chicken nuggets, please.
Like, I don't know.
Yes, thank you.
Okay. And cats fighting the duels. The dueling of the cats. And the last few of these ones aren't that good. So, roof gonna be falling off, yeah. So let's go on to the next one. Literal dumpster fires. That's what this one's called. Phil Army. Once again. Sorry if I did that. Man. Boss be pissed. Now, I don't get what they were trying to accomplish in workout equipment once again. All the time be failing. Broke the diving board.
I got that on video.
Might be a little too big to be jumping into the water there. And the cat was the warning. Deserting. Not sure. And this is like, yeah. I am so glad that guy is okay because man, that this is stupid. Once again with those flex bands. Tell you, dogs be destroying everything. And rate, yeah, friend gets shot with it. I don't even know where he got that thing. Like, I don't even know what he was doing. Pull himself up on it.
It's in rain. Ah, what? The ground's on fire. The ground's on fire. The ground is on fire.
Of course. The ground is always on fire.
Wait.
He just gets out. He's like, bears. I find it so... Over a squirrel. A little squirrel. And there goes the mirror. And this boy I feel so sorry for. Nope. Look at that too. All that smoke and just completely ruined that thing. The mower. Can you imagine that? Man, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. I'd be more than pissed. I'd be damn right upset. Oh! Scared as can be.
Yo, get down!
Oh.
I feel bad for this girl. Clearly, there's too much bike for her. She can't get down the streets. Just, no. Yep. There it is. There's the namesake of this video right here. Dumpster fire. Legit. You know, I imagine that must smell awful.
I get it. I see what the problem is. Don't make videos of me. You see what I did?
And we'll see you at home.
Okay. Oh my. Oh my God.
It's gotta hurt.
Dang it, guys. That's not cool.
That's funny though.
Yo, we shouldn't have left that out there. That's a little feller. He said, I've done this before. These tourists, they're rookies.
And, oh my gosh. Can you imagine losing a bit like that? Of course, he hit the back of his head. I find it funny how some people fall and they're down for a long time, and then some people, like, they have, like, this huge, like, see her. Like, she fell. She's getting right back up. You know? She doesn't lay around and take... I don't know. Clearly, these guys are, like, freaking drunk. Now this guy, I don't even know what he's trying to do here. Oh no.
Please tell me that's recording.
Took me like a week to learn how to do that. I remember having to do that. Those old cold stones.
No! Why did you do that?
kind of cute that that little kid was worried about, you know, breaking his father's stuff or whatever. Another incident. Yeah, bad construction.
Düştü.
Another incident, bad construction, right there.
Allah'ım.
Hmm. White seat upholstery. Not a smart move. I don't even know what that guy was thinking. You know, it's kind of funny, too, when you think about it, because there's, like, all these bumpers. Once again, dogs! Dogs will do this to you all the time. Not good.
This is why I don't cook. This is why I don't cook. This is why I stay out
Yeah,
of the
this
kitchen.
is
Do you see this?
pretty bad.
Told Karina to put the rice in the boiling pot of water. She put it in my beans.
How can you not know how to cook? Yeah, I've had a cat. I don't know what the heck is wrong with her. She looks like she's having a medical issue. A really bad medical issue.
This is pretty wild.
And that, I don't know what your remedy for that is.
Stormy, and we're on fire. One chair overboard.
Yeah, I don't.
There's lots of talk.
No. Cats are amazing creatures. Oh yeah! Can you imagine how much water, how much that actually costs? Like, now? Holy crap, that must be thousands of dollars right there. Just thousands of dollars. I can't imagine how much that would cost.
Who wants a double whopper? Oh my god, he fell off the bed! Oh my god, he fell again! Dude, stop getting too excited, bro! Oh my god!
I love how she doesn't pull the clamps. You gotta pull the clamp.
Look, he's gonna get me. No, I'm not. Cody, I'm not joking. Cody, I will boot your honestly, I will. What does that mean? What does that mean? That either means. Get me don't do that. I'll actually hit it, honestly.
We're done.
How could this go wrong? Now, originally I thought it was gonna fall apart, but no.
اینا رو چجوری در آوردی؟ هله مامان من اصلا نمیدونستم پشت مبلا زیپ هست. بارا کی انجام داده اینا رو؟ کی بوده؟
Ripping up their cushions. Can you imagine that? You just get done doing the concrete and then boom. There's a little rabbit that comes across. Huh. Any animal for that matter.
Gå ner nu. Titt. Åh, jag visste att det där skulle hända. Ja, det var du som gjorde det. Alltså.
Oh, see, I thought she was going to kick that baby. I was like, what? But no, she doesn't kick the baby. She doesn't kick the baby. What do you think is going to happen, people? What do you think is going to happen? Gia's going to lose her shoe. That's right. And that cat finds it. He found the shoe. It's gonna take you forever to walk there, but he found it. And that was Fail Army. If you like any of these clips, check out Fail Army for yourself. If you didn't, well, keep watching, because I have something completely different for you. So, as we know, a few days ago, I went over the Cyrax thing. And yes, he's done it again. He's done it again. You'll catch what I mean when I show you this next clip. We're only going to watch the first part of it.
I'm about to say this right now. I don't give a fuck who gets pissed.
Yeah, I was just going to say, language warning, Cyrax's mouth is freaking filthy. And, ugh. Just look at that. Look at his face. Look at that. It's disgusting. It's gross. Oh.
I'm about to...
Alright, so, Cyrax. If you don't know about him, watch my thing about him from the other night. However, I got an update to that because this happened just the other day. Just the other day.
To say this right now, and I don't give a fuck who gets pissed. I'm done trusting motherfuckers.
It's not trusting people. Why is that, Cyrax?
To those two fucking weirdos that broke into my friend Insulated's fucking account.
Do go on. Insulated.
You sick fucks. Pretended to be my friend. Pretended to be somebody that I knew. And pretended to fucking like me. To the point to where I did shit for you that I wouldn't do for anybody.
Do you know what that means? That's all I need to show of this clip. You know exactly what he means by when he says that, right? Ugh. Oh, gross, 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 man. It is gross. What he means by that, literally what he means by that, is he sent his ding-dong another pic of him being naked and, like, you know, showing off his junk to a girl. Gross. The guy needs to be stopped. The guy needs to be stopped. And I don't know what age this person supposedly is, but my guess is she's underage. I don't know. But it's messed up, man. It's messed up. So, I'm gonna bring up my All right. So I figured out to end the night off, you know, what I did last night was I reacted to some videos on video games. So let's do this.
Hello indie game fans, I've taken a look at Metroidvanias and more classic 2D and 3D precision platformers, so now it's time for action platformers with combat taking center stage. So let's begin with Soul Quest, a self-described 2D hack and slash platformer, which is apparent even from this short trailer. Set in the world of Celtic mythology, track down the goddess of death, take her power and retrieve the soul of your dead husband in this action-packed title, having some gorgeous pixel art and fantastic action.
Okay, so that game was really cool. I think it had some really good style to it, really nice pixel art. Yeah, it was awesome. Hey, how's it going, Andrew? Virgil? No, Jayce. What are you asking, actually?
Here's a smaller title that has been chugging along in development, in which Ghost Knight: A Dark Tale is perhaps following in the footsteps of the many knights in indie game history,
Sure, man.
including one blue borrower, but also ghouls and ghosts, especially with how the character throws lances in this game. You're battling the undead and battling your way through this nightmarish realm that is filled with all sorts of enemies, but they are certainly not going for the horror vibes, instead being more similar to Medieval in having more cartoonish enemies and looks good for a 2.5D title.
Okay, so that last one, my worries for that one would be content. To me, the content looks a little bland. I realize it's going for that ghouls and ghosts kind of feel, but it feels too copyish. And remember, we're not in the days of old arcade games where you could get away with only having a few different enemy types. We're in the age of plenty of enemy types, plenty of stuff to do, you know? You want that in the game. You look for that.
I've been keeping an eye on this title since I think that the silhouetted look of Fist of the Forgotten is pretty neat, in which our protagonist wields a giant fist which is used to smash through enemies and obstacles, but can also be used in the platforming to give you an extra boost like a double jump, also eventually being able to be used as a grappling hook. It does seem rather momentum focused, so you are, for the most part, running to the right, but it's not an auto runner and you do have to move back in the face of bosses. The developer is fairly active on Twitch, so if you're interested in watching game development, you can drop by his streams.
I thought that was pretty cool, but at the same time, it's the content stuff I'm worried about. It seems like it. So there was that one game, and I cannot remember for the life of me. I tried remembering it from yesterday when I saw this video originally. I was trying to remember the name of the game, and it does all that stuff like Silhouette, and you know that might even be the name of it, Silhouette. But you had to flee from enemies basically, and it was all in that dark kind of encapsulated type of view. I don't know. It was pretty cool. But that seems like a little bit much like that, only adds in the extra cool factor of the punchy thing. And I think that's kind of cool. Now this one, it looks so awesome. Like, look at this. Look at this shit.
A long in development title that is still chugging along is The Looter, with the developer having posted to Twitter as recently as December 2023, so that's a good sign, since this post-apocalyptic 2D action-adventure platformer does look pretty intriguing. It has an almost Last of Us kind of overrun world in which you play as the looter, who has to venture out into the wilderness to retrieve resources, but find yourself on a mission that will bring you to the most dangerous parts of the world. It has a good pixel art look, and while this trailer seems to have sections which drop frames, I do think that the final product will be one to watch.
So, what can I say about something like that? I mean, that looks like a kick-ass game. It's totally something I would pick up. The level design looks cool. It looks varied. The whole kind of mood of it is pretty good. I mean, everything on that looks like a really cool game. I would love to see the developer, what they come up with, because or a final product, because that's a really cool concept too. Going out, killing some mobs and stuff like that, and coming back and bringing the loot back, like, that's a really cool concept. I hope they go about it in a non-linear way, like an open world type of way. Rocks. This one, to me, looks like Contra or Probo Tractor, and you'll see why in a moment.
If you love old school arcade style run and gun action, then you have to keep an eye on Gun Droid, one that is pretty much evoking Contra, which you can see in the weapons and even jump animation. Set in the year 20XX, humanity has made a bunch of robots who are now helping with everyday tasks. But when aliens invade, they found a way to turn the robots on us, so you have to use the gunner suit and its powers in order to defeat our enemies. It is pretty much a classically designed title, but there's some cool sections in which the character is riding on a missile, so for that throwback 80s fun, look out for this later this year.
Alright, here we have something that reminds me, that, by the way, that last one, pretty cool. I like the old Contra games. I was pretty good at them. Contra Hardcore, best game ever for the Genesis. And yeah, I like it. I thought it was pretty nifty. So, coming up in here, we have a Raw Stand-like game. Raw Stand was an old action kind of fighter from the Master System and also in the arcade from Taito. Very good game. Solid. This kind of reminds me of it.
Here's another awesome throwback title in Abathur, a pixel art arcade action platformer that supports up to 4-player co-op and evokes the arcade titles of the 90s. I believe this has some beat-em-up DNA as well, such as from those old D&D beat-em-up titles, but it's a 2D platformer instead, without friendly fire, in which our party of heroes battles their way through a fantasy world. They are defending Atlantis against hordes of monsters sent by the gods, having some really amazing enemy and boss designs, aided of course by the pixel art. They are supposed to
also that snake back there, total Metal Slug thing.
Be more than 50 stages, which is a lot, looking like fun with friends, with there being a free demo subtitled Atlantis Landing, so do check that out if you're curious.
Totally reminded me of a ton of different games. That has a lot of DNA from other games. A lot of them. And it just looked like a really cool style of thing,
I've covered Fallen Leaf many years ago and it is still in development, but as far as I know, it is still being worked on, so here's hoping 2024 will be the year. Of course, the throwback 8-bit pixel arts is a draw to me, with this having more than little in common with Mega Man, especially in the jump animation, but interestingly, has 3 distinct characters to play as, all of which have unique abilities, also having more than 4 expansive world maps to explore and different paths that you can take. This next title was penciled in for 2023, so I did cover it last year, but that has since switched to TBA, in which the horrible SEO title of Sessions seems to be taking a while to get done. This comes to us from the developer of the dark sci-fi post-apocalyptic Metroidvania Redo, which, as a side note, is also a terrible title for SEO purposes, but it's an underrated game with the hope being that Sessions will be a more refined version of the earlier title, and it looks good, so I'll be keeping a lookout for updates this year.
That last one, okay, so that really gave me some really cool vibes. I went off on it last night because I was like, holy crap. If you watch that video, or if you had the misfortune of watching it, I'm probably going to take it down. I went off about it for a long time, and of course I was silent because I was muted the entire time, but man, that looked so cool. The music reminds me of, that Doomer type music. It's just a really cool, cohesive style of, just thing together, Also, it looks post-apocalyptic enough that, like, without humans, I like that type of stuff. This reminds me of Dark Souls, a little bit too much.
Another long in development title is Rot in the Porcelain Dream, one that I don't like to cover, primarily because it doesn't have a proper trailer, instead having 6 to 20 seconds clips on their Steam page for some reason. But anyway, it's a grimdark 2.5D action platformer in which characters can tag team and switch between combat, looking like a good combat focused entry.
Oh my gosh. This one slaps.
I came across this title on Kickstarter and was attracted to it due to what else but the pixel art, since Demon Claw Origins of Nar looks sick, and most interestingly, is being made for the Mega Drive and the Neo Geo as well. You build the magical gauntlet Demon Claw, which has a variety of powers, using these to defeat enemies in what seems to be very classic looking action. They have nailed the visuals since it really looks like a Mega Drive or Sega Genesis title, with there being differences between the 3 versions, but if you get it on Steam, you'll be able to try all 3. Developer Second Boss also specializes in throwback pixel art.
Oh yeah! This game is awesome. Yeah. So, this game right here, what can you say? I've tried playing this one on stream before. I've played it plenty of times on stream before. No, I played the demo. I haven't played the full game. I'm going to play the full game when it comes out. This really slaps. Like, if you like the old Castlevania games, or you liked Bloodstained, you are going to love this shit. Holy crap. This is a game. This is a game.
But of another kind, this time of the 8-bit rather than 16-bit variety, with Darkest Abyss looking to follow in the footsteps of the classic Castlevania games down to how the character sprites are coloured. You play as a demon hunter searching for the cure for her curse, but can meet other characters and swap between them for the different levels, with each character having different abilities, so if you are interested, there's a demo on Steam as well. I came across Double Shake on Kickstarter way back in 2020.
This one's really cool too.
It is gearing up for release, which, to be fair, is a fairly realistic timeline for making a game. This is a 2.5D platformer with a throwback look, similar to the 5th generation of consoles like the Saturn, PS1 or N64, with this game's inspiration, interestingly enough, being Tomba, Klonoa and Mischief Makers of all things, which is perhaps a reflection of the developer's age and the games that they grew up with, and does look kind of awesome. I'm not quite sure what's going on with Necro Fugitive, since I've had this title on my watchlist for many years now, but the developer is still active on Twitter, with their latest post being in October 2023, and the cool thing is that it received a new trailer, which we're looking at right now. You play as an evil shapeshifter on the run from justice, set in medieval times with enemies and weapons to match.
There is one thing I noticed though about this game, and I'll point it out a little bit later. But just look at it. There's something, a problem.
Stealth elements, since you can transform into an enemy to get past guards, but when pressed, have the ability to change into a monstrous beast as well. The action and combat looks like the focus, although I am also interested in the structure of the game, whether it's open world or linear and level based, where hopefully this new look means that it's close to release.
So I noticed that there's really only 3 different enemy types in that last one. Now it might be because they're only showing a small portion of the game, but if they stick to only 3 enemy types, that's going to be a huge problem later on. A huge problem later on. Because it's just not going to be enough content to keep people entertained. I like this game too. This game looks really interesting.
Sonic fans have had to rely on indie developers to give them their fix of gotta go fast action, with another promising title being Advent Neon, one in which you play as this little green guy dashing through the levels, in which there are things to collect, and both enemies and bosses to battle. Combat here seems to be more of a focus, with the speed of the action being very fast indeed, and mix that in with omnidirectional dashing and the ability to freeze time, and you certainly have a title of interest.
Once again, that Sonic type feel, that speed, that go fast, you know, that trademarkness. I'm gonna be honest, that probably feels really cool to play. I mean, we missed it so much from like the actual Sonic series. Yeah. You know, these days it just doesn't, I don't know, Sonic doesn't feel the same anymore. It just doesn't.
The opening seconds of this trailer, I bet you weren't expecting what immediately followed it, since Song of Iron 2 is the sequel to a game from 2021 which saw you playing as a medieval warrior making his way through a fantasy world, fighting orcs, trolls and dragons. Then this game straight up hits you with stormtrooper types shooting at our hero, which is quite the contrast. It has the same amazing art style as its predecessor, so hopefully they will be able to deliver on the action.
That one looked pretty cool. I you know, I might get it. I might not. I'm not really too big into sequels. Not because they're sequels, but it's just I would have to get into the first one to really get into the second one. And I don't know. I might.
This next title looks awesome and has an interesting background since it comes to us from a developer out of Cuba, which is a rarity in game development, so I do wonder what they have to offer, and the good news is that we don't have to wait long since this is a 2024 release.
This one looks really cool too.
Beautiful title set in an area known as the Smiling Islands, in which our protagonist has to ascend as the savior in what appears to be a cryptic and dark story. This has more puzzle platformer elements in addition to just straight combat, also having some interesting enemy designs and gorgeous backgrounds, environments and cutscenes. I love indie games due to their variety, so if you do as well, this is one to watch.
Now this one, this is reminds me of Pizza Tower. And he actually points that out there. I pointed this out before he even brought it up originally. But yeah, I just, it has those vibes to it. Man, the music is great.
People do have a craving for Wario Land type platformers, with the next promising game in this space being Anton Blast, in which you are fighting your way to the end of the level, then hitting a button which causes the world to explode, then having to run back to the start of the level in order to complete it. The action and platforming looks intense, especially since it is set in hell, and you're destroying parts of it in order to get back at Satan. It's weird as heck and kind of like Pizza Tower in some ways, with it having quite the cult following as well and should be fairly popular. Bar, Clonoa, and Mystery
no,
Makers
no.
of all things. It's weird as heck and kind of like Pizza Tower, so you definitely boss since Pizza Tower in some ways, with it having quite the cult following as well and should be fairly popular.
Alright, this next one I really liked. I just worry that the content might not be as much content in it as other games. And that, once again, sometimes you'll see me worry about content, and it's because it looks like there's a lack of content.
This next title immediately captured the attention of many due to its aesthetic, since Gurei is set in a world inspired by Japanese mythology and for the most part is monochrome, but then comes the very intentional use of colours for bosses which gives it an awesome look. Curiously, this appears to be a boss rush title, but in which you can choose to battle the bosses in any order, gaining their power when you defeat them, but also powering up the remaining bosses when you do, so you definitely have interesting choices to make.
Now this is from the makers of Crawl, an amazing game. It's from the makers of Crawl, and it's a party game. And this one is clearly not a party game, but holy cow, does it look cool. It's dark. It has that insane feeling of falling to pieces. I like the vibes of it, man.
Acid Knife is on the list primarily because it's from developer Powerhoof, who made the co-op competitive dungeon crawler Crawl, with this having one of the most unique looks, so I had to stop and stare. Interestingly, the premise is that you have to battle death centipedes in the melting psychedelic void, so show me another game that is doing this, with it certainly having vibes similar to Devil Daggers, down to the weak point on enemies, but as a 2D platformer instead and looks intense.
Yeah! I like it. This is another one that looks... This game looks awesome, but I'm worried about the content of it. I'm worried about a lack of content.
Haha, I'm cheating a little here since I kind of forgot about Trophy Night when covering Metroidvanias, and to be fair, it self-describes as a Metroidvania-style action platformer instead of being a straight Metroidvania, so who knows where it lies on the spectrum. Of course, it's a beautiful pixel art title, so I'm already in, looking to have fun combat as well, with it having the unique mechanic of being able to get a trophy from the boss, but then having to carry it back out of the dungeon, which might lead to interesting level designs.
Welcome to the world.
This one is just weird, which I think is cool. I'm sorry.
The next game from the developer...
Most of these games on this list, I think are pretty neat. I think they could be neat at least.
...of Forgotten End is titled Forgotlings, one that sports their signature gorgeous hand-drawn animations that looks like a cartoon and adds in more combat and action. It is set in a world of sentient objects which have become forgotten to time, hence Forgotlings, I think, with it being set in the same world as the first game and also has returning characters, along with plenty of variety in gameplay from platforming, stealth, combat and even an in-universe board game. I don't have too much to add about The Last Night, since this much anticipated pixel art cyberpunk cinematic action platformer was revealed at one of those E3
Brilliant.
many years ago and immediately
Just
got the
brilliant.
attention of many, but controversy and delays followed, so we have not gotten an update in a long time. But apparently it is still being worked on, with one of you in the comments saying that the developer mentioned that it will take at least 3 more years before it's done, so maybe we're looking at a 2026 release.
I mean, look at that. Oh my gosh, in this game, I'm like, holy shit. I flipped over this game when I saw it. I was like, oh my goodness. Yes.
Alright, I've really run out of words for Bushiden, and I think many of you have as well, since this long in development action platformer has been pushed from 1 year to the next, where it did have a release window of
look at that!
3, which has since
Come on!
changed to TBA, so I have no idea when this is releasing.
The best of Ninja Gaiden, the best of Shinobi, the best of Hagane,
during the screen clearing
got
spells
Ninja
and
Warriors.
Where if we
Oh
don't
my
have
gosh.
anything concrete
So
in
cool.
2024, I will probably move this to the vaporware
So cool.
list.
Brilliant game.
Here's an awesome looking action brawler in Breeze in the Clouds, in which you play as a corgi with the power to use weather in his combos, harnessing this to fight pollution and the enemies that are causing it. The character design, animations and combos look absolutely fantastic, so I'm certainly intrigued by this and want to know more about the game's structure. Along in development to the action brawler is Iron Cobble.
Now this one I didn't really know much. Like, I don't know how much fun this is gonna be actually. Like, sometimes a game looks cool and like the idea is cool, but I don't know. You're a kung fu fighting janitor.
Kung Fu Janitor, one in which you play as the titular character who sweeps up trash and keeps the city clean.
Like,
But
it looks
also uses
cool,
kung fu
but at
to
the same
distract
time, like,
hostile robots,
I don't know.
Having an amazing art style,
I don't know about
and
that.
detail in the backgrounds, which look awesome. So fingers crossed, this releases soon. A fantastic looking action platformer that is basically Avatar The Last Airbender in all but name is Emberbane, since our heroine wields water, earth, fire and air in order to battle enemies in the world of the gods. The action looks smooth and fluid, where you can seamlessly switch between the different elements to combo them together, with certain abilities that can even be used in the platforming. This was initially slated for 2023, but is now 2024, so I'm guessing that it's likely to be out this year.
I'm not sure about this one. It looks really freaking cool, but it looks like the type of game that gets old quickly. I'm not sure about it. Ah! This is so cool. So, Slave Zero was a game that I grew up with, right? It was for the Dreamcast. It was also on PC. But I played it and I thought it was pretty cool. Apparently this is a prequel to it. And holy crap, this is really cool too.
If you've been watching my recent videos, you already know the news that Slave 0 X has a confirmed release date in February 2024 and is one of my most anticipated titles, in which this biopunk action platformer set in a dystopian world looks action-packed and awesome. In doing more research, apparently the publisher of this purchased the Slave 0 IP with the original game releasing in 1999, so they decided to make a prequel. So oddity aside, it does look awesome and is said to be for fans of games like Devil May Cry, Strider and Guilty Gear. It's an ambitious title that has poured considerable resources into this, like getting voice actors for the game, along with an awesome look and character design, so we'll see how the game is when it releases. Here's another classic vein.
Once again, classic Castlevania. Some of the best games ever. One on the blah blah blah, just on the PC. Yeah. You can't get better. And I think I might play Bloodstained today, actually. I might play Bloodstained. I'm not sure what I'm gonna play tonight. Tonight at 9, which is like an hour and a half from now, so.
A title that I've been keeping an eye on in Lords of Exile, a game that has a similar 8-bit classic Castlevania look down to the very orange main character, which is excellently done and looks fantastic. It has been delayed a couple of times now, but I have a good feeling that 2024 will be the year, since it got picked up by a publisher and got a new trailer as well, this time adding the floating familiars, which was not in earlier trailers, with the game also having 2 playable characters, as well as speed running and boss rush modes once you beat the game, looking like a real throwback.
Now this game is this game is awesome. So I played the trailer for this, and I had so much fun. This is like Contra, but it's definitely something different too. It's definitely special. It has something special to it. I mean, I loved when I played this game. A couple of months ago back, I played it on the trailer of it, and oh my gosh, was it awesome.
I think that the title of this game is simply awesome since Iron Meat is memorable in the context of being a heavy metal run-and-gun action platformer about fighting against a ravenous mass only known as the Meat, which consumes and twists everything in its path. Yes, that means if it gets into a truck or a train, it will mutate it into some sort of fleshy monster, so I cannot wait to see the designs with the minute-to-minute run-and-gun action definitely having some Contra DNA. Leave it to indie developers to bring us back to the good old days, with this having a 2024 launch window, so I hope to see it soon.
Start the operation.
Once again, I love Metal Slug. Metal Slug is probably one of my favorite arcade games. And this is a new Metal Slug, basically. Come on. I don't need to say any more.
If you're a 90s or older kid, I'm sure that the opening animation of those letters floating onto the screen would have immediately tipped you off to who the developers of Blackfinger Jet are, since, of course, this is a very Metal Slug-like action platformer that has some of the original developers working on it.
Look at your hands and remember. Heavy machine gun.
In fact, I don't know if it will attract any lawsuits, since the freeing of a prisoner using a knife animation and the heavy machine gun H looks very similar to that of Metal Slug, so hopefully they won't get dinged, but as a huge Metal Slug fan, I'm all the way in on this.
This one too. This one's really... It's... Actually, I have a whole thing about this. So, we'll watch the video and then I'll comment on it after.
This next title just got a release date confirmation, in which there's a long history with Berserk Boy, who seems to have gotten screwed over by their initial publisher, even losing their Steam page
Yeah, that's what I'm going to comment about.
in the process, but the developer managed to get back control and is self-publishing, so here's hoping Berserk Boy will pay off for them. It's a pixel art action platformer that seems to have quite a bit in common with Mega Man, since our hero has different elemental forms and powers that he can use, fighting against a mad scientist and his army of darkness in order to save the world. There are supposed to be some sort of Metroidvania elements, but the developer does also speak of multiple stages, so game structure is a curiosity, with there being a demo available, so check it out to get a feel of the action.
Okay, so if you are a developer, or a new developer, or you're just, interested to know about the business somewhat. So, when you're developing a video game and you go to a publisher, normally the publisher will make certain demands of you. And normally part of that is selling your IP to them. Your property, basically. When the publisher, in the middle of it, any time they could say, no, we don't like something about it, and they expect you to change it because they're the one publishing the game. And if you don't like that, or if the publisher even just gets a hair across their ass that's weird, they can literally just not publish the game and still own the rights to it, as long as they pay you off what they agreed to pay you. And sometimes with some people, they go with a publisher that's much less reputable, and they buy the game, but they don't actually have you complete it, and they don't pay you for it completely, but they've met the requirements that are in your contract as far as what they need to do. And so you're at a loss because you're sitting there on this game that you want to build, and the publisher is holding the rights to it. And you have to actually buy the rights from the publisher so you can indie develop the game. And that sucks. That sucks royally. But I would suggest anyone that's an indie developer or a developer in general to self-publish if you can. If you can crowdfund your projects and you're an indie guy, do it. I'm just saying it's so much easier to make sure your project actually gets done. This game I'm not too sure about. It's already out, by the way.
A game that has slipped through the cracks in my coverage is Pepper Grinder, so I'm making it right by featuring it here, since this is an awesome looking title with the drill as the main gimmick. You're using it to burrow through the earth, which kind of acts as the platforming in this game, and if any of you played Gunbound back in the day, this reminds me of the spider nut machine with the underground projectile, and with this being picked up by Devolver promises a certain level of quality.
Again, another game that looks really cool. I did not do this to the sound. The sound just cuts out like this. I have no clue why. The sound it's like this or does this. It has something to do with the video.
Since the Transylvania Adventure of Simon Quest looks like a classic Vania title, inspired by what else than Castlevania 2 Simon's Quest, but it's so much more than that. While it spots a similar visual style and even combat, the developers are framing this as a parody/tribute act that will subvert expectations, since the premise is that our hero's rival, Stan Helsing, has killed Dracula first and robbed our protagonist of his glory, so he now has to resurrect Dracula piece by piece and then to kill Dracula himself. There are open world elements, mini-games, sequence breaks and so much more, kind of looking like Infernax, but is its own thing.
Infernax is pretty cool. This one looks pretty cool too.
The developers of Celeste, the mega hit precision platformer, so it's no wonder that they are making another 2D platformer, only this time of the self-described explore action variety, but stops just short of calling it a Metroidvania. That means combat and exploration, as well as secrets and mysteries to uncover, so I don't quite know where this should fit, but due to the pedigree alone, this is a title of interest, and 2024 seems to be the year.
Yeah,
as some of you have pointed out, the cyberpunk pixel art cinematic action platformer
this looks awesome too.
Replaced does resemble The Last Night mentioned earlier, but hey, since we don't know when that game is coming out, I could use another one of these, which is why it's one of my most anticipated titles. You play as an AI unwillingly trapped in a human body, having to survive in a corrupt world in the aftermath of a nuclear
It's just
event,
such a
and looks
cool
absolutely stunning, with this team being affected by the Russia
style, you know?
Although I think that they have managed to relocate as of 2022, so here's wishing them all the best. If you prefer Metroidvanias instead, watch this video to discover 50 upcoming titles.
Alright! Yeah, and that is what I had. So I'm not playing a retro game. That is what I had for tonight. Not tonight. For yesterday, and I was muted during the video, so that's why I'm doing it again. Tonight, in literally an hour and 10 minutes, 20 minutes, yeah, an hour and 20 minutes, I'll be back on to show you some other things. We're gonna be playing some game of some sort. Not sure yet. Might be Bloodstained, might not be. I don't know. But we'll be sure to play it. Anyways, I'll I'll catch you guys later. Ta-ta for now.